With so many of the cloud stocks roaring lately, is it time to start focusing on some of the weaker operators that are still down dramatically from their highs? I'm talking about Domo. Now, this is a cloud-based business intelligence software outfit that's a lot like a small version of, say, Splunk or Alteryx, like those guys. Even before the coronavirus meltdown, Domo stock had spent the better part of the year being put through the meat grinder. These guys are smart guys. But the outbreak came along, the stock plunged from 27 down to 7, changed in a matter of weeks. It didn't help that the company gave us a not-so-hot earnings update about a month ago. Lately, though, Domo's begun to bounce off its lows, climbing to 11 and change today. The company recently held a very upbeat analyst day, and they're bending over backwards to fight the pandemic. They've created what I think may be the best public COVID-19 tracker, and they're using real-time data from World Health Organization, Johns Hopkins, making tools for local governments like a response dashboard for their home state of Utah. Worst case, Domo's doing a good thing here. Best case, the company can use this crisis to demonstrate the power of its technology. Will it work? Let's check in with Josh James. He's the founder, chairman, and CEO of Domo. Find out more about these initiatives and his outlook going forward. Mr. James, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks, Jim. Glad to be here.
Sir, I've got to tell you, I was looking at the Johns Hopkins board, like a lot of other people, until I knew that I had Domo on. Yours is a vastly superior, much more real-time site about COVID. Is this a good example of the power that Domo can bring to the situation?
Yeah, it is. We jumped on that, and we actually have a version 2 coming out, I think today or tomorrow. So we're upgrading it in a meaningful way. But yeah, I think that's a good example. The ability to leverage any kind of data, any kind of business intelligence that you have at cloud scale in record time. And, we did it for the state of Utah just recently.
Right.
We created a crisis command center for them, pulled data from all sorts of different sources over the course of 72 hours. And now the governor's looking at real-time data. How many entry points are there into the state? How many different beds do we have that are ICU that have vents? How many tests are we doing? How much PPE do we have?
No, I mean, why is it just for Utah? Why doesn't every state want this?
Well, actually, it's been interesting. So we got together with what we call Silicon Slopes out here. And there's a bunch of different great men and women that are a part of that. And some of them got together, and Mark Newman, Dave Elkington in particular from Nomi Health said, hey, we can go create our own testing sites because the state wasn't getting enough throughput. And at first people were like, no, you guys are tech guys, you're tech people, we don't. And we're like, well, we're just going to keep pushing. And we kept pushing, and now we're doing more tests per day than the state was. And it's a great combination of, Governor Herbert, public-private partnership, and we're pushing a lot of tests through there.
I find that I end up using Domo and I don't know it. I am probably one of the more active users of ESPN Plus. They had the numbers for Disney Plus yesterday, 50 million. It's incredible. But I have been with ESPN since the beginning. And when you complain about ESPN, of which I have at times, somehow you monitor it and tell people where the problem is?
Yeah, they're a good customer of ours for sure. And they've been a customer for a long time. And I think, in this day and age, gosh, I've been through this before, unfortunately, and we have been through the meat grinder, but we have $160 million in recurring revenue. And, we told at our analyst day, it was an upbeat analyst day, we told them, we took $5 million expenses out. We're ready to take another $30 million out. And we said, you know what, we'll do it if we see anything negative. We haven't seen anything negative, but in fact, if you talk to our reps and our sales managers, our pipeline's bigger than it's been. We're pacing more than we did last year, this time of year. So we're excited about it, but at the same time, trying to be prudent, trying to get out of the meat grinder. We just today are announcing we're taking $30 million more costs out of the system.
Okay.
We're unfortunately let go of about 90 people. So that's the worst thing that happens when you're a CEO. But, trying to be prudent, make sure that no matter what, we've told people, we're never going to run out of cash. We don't have to raise any more money to get to profitability. Jim, I thought within 9 months, we were going to be profitable, and that dark cloud that was hanging over our stock was going to be gone. But we're just doing what's prudent. And, I think you look at today, and yeah, we have to adjust, but you go to grocery stores, you go to healthcare companies. We got a regional, you're going to love this story, Jim. We got a regional grocery store, and they compete against 200 other grocery stores for the distribution.
The Harmons? The
Harmons.
Yeah.
Within 2 hours of this happening, they had real-time data, and they reorder and replenish their shelves before any of their 200 global national competitors because they had real-time data on Domo.
I don't know why. I always we love it for NBC Universal. We use it. I'm always just kind of
Yeah.
surprised. I mean, to me, you have a great product, and sometimes I wonder how come a great product doesn't necessarily turn out into blowout sales, but I guess it just takes some time.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, we're probably ahead of the market for a while there, but now we're starting to see it. I mean, there's some big healthcare companies that called us and said, and I can't say their name, but we have testing machines for COVID, and we put tubes in there and we test it, and we get all of the data off those machines and put it into Domo, and we're able to see which tests are having errors before the labs see it, and we're also able to see which places have hotspots. So we can ship our tests to the place that have hotspots. We know the needs before anyone else knows the needs. And you know, we're always good. But when real time becomes really important, like right now, then we're even better.
Now, can people access that the hotspots like I can access this incredible site that you guys do that has WHO and Johns Hopkins? Or is that a private?
Yeah, you go to domo.com/coronavirus, and there's all kinds of data there. There's all kinds of, you can see how the data is changing over time. We've got the testing site, but the crisis command center, or that governor, he can see everything that's happening in real time with his state from dozens and dozens of different sources. You know, it's a game changer.
It really is. I hope more people find out and use it. They will not go back to the Hopkins site. As much as I love Hopkins, I mean, your site's so far ahead of it. Like, I thought, what am I doing looking at a Hopkins site? Anyway, Josh, it's always great to see you. And I'm just tough. You made
question.
Oh, sure. What's up?
Did you see this thing sitting next to me? This I was going to give this to you when I came out there to get to see you, but didn't get to come out. But it's a magic 8-ball, giant magic 8-ball with Jim Cramer up on the other side.
Mad Money 8-ball. Well, you come in and you see us, and then it tells us the answer.
Booyah!
Booyah! All right, I'll take it. Hey, you just made me happy in a very tough period. Josh James, Josh James, Chairman and CEO of Domo, D-O-M-O. Check that site out. If you're as addicted to trying to find out what's wrong, go to this site. It is the best for information on the coronavirus there is. Mad Money's back after the break.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.